Welcome back, Valley Biz Buzz listeners. This is Danielle Roy, your podcast host for Valley Biz Buzz and founder of Morale Matters. We are here with the West Valley Warner Center Chamber of Commerce, a very special guest here, Jon, owner of Joint Matters. So, Jon, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, tell me. Okay, so first off, I love that our business name is Joint Matters and Morale Matters, right? Like that's
we
how
both matter.
Yeah. So tell me all about the light bulb moment that led you to Joint Matters.
Oh, sure. So I was going to college and I'm getting a degree in botany.
Mm-hmm.
And my first intern out of college, I'm working in a soil lab. It's called Dirty Business, actually. Shout out to Dirty Business. And while in this lab, it's all run by women. And somehow, some way, no one ended up doing maintenance on a lot of these machines and having the calibrations performed. So it was coming into a new lab with stickers that said, turn dial here, or like set to this, instead of like what the instructions actually say, to like have an offset to be correct.
Mm-hmm.
And during that process, I wanted to fix it. And that's how I got into calibrations, starting to fix and like do maintenance on those machines.
Okay, so what machine specifically?
Pipettes, balances, pH meters. Those are the first three, like the easiest three that we got into.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had some more difficult ones that I was not able to do, like a GC or HPLC machines.
Okay,
Like,
so what do those machines do?
So a GC is like a gas chromatography,
Mm-hmm.
and like it'll literally flame whatever sample you're putting in there, and like in the flame, the color of the flame, you look at that and you can like get data out of the test.
Oh, that's
And
fascinating.
then HPLC is taking that same sample, putting it in high pressure, running it through a column of gas, and as different particles come out, it again gives you the data.
Okay, wait, so what kind of businesses do you work with?
Right now, mostly it's healthcare,
Okay.
diagnostics.
Okay.
Then secondary would be like either food manufacturers or like device manufacturers.
Okay.
Some of them, like here in the valley, they make things that go up into space, or they make things that maybe test your blood sugar, and like we'll certify those devices for those companies.
So you certify them and then you also do the maintenance work, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, awesome. And so how important is the maintenance? I'm sure pretty important, right?
If you want to ensure consistent, accurate results, maintenance is pretty top of the category for work on these devices.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so through your business, and growing your business, I know that you've gotten really involved in, first off, the West Valley Warner Center Chamber of Commerce. Yay! The best chamber.
Yeah.
And then you've also recently won some pretty big awards. What were they?
Well, I've gotten a few awards. One was from our district controller, Lindsay Horvath, and that was
Awesome.
for a small business award last year.
That's when we met, right?
That is when we met.
Yes.
At the breakfast at
Yeah,
Gilead
the
Ranch.
breakfast.
Yeah, or Gillette Ranch, right?
Yeah, actually, that's my little certification.
Oh yeah, I have the
You
same
have the
thing.
same one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. That place was actually really cool for like Halloween and Christmas time. Did you go there?
Yeah. I've only been there the one time, but I thought it was so beautiful. What a great location.
I actually love that place.
Yes.
But besides there at Christmas, wait, where was it going?
The awards. So
Oh, the
okay,
award.
so it's Small Business Award, and then you got an LGBTQ
Yes.
plus Member of the Year, was it, or what?
It's like for most involved business and member of the year.
Wow.
Which was really cool because shortly after getting that,
Mhm.
they nominated me to become a board member. So I'm currently also serving as a board member for the LAGLCC Chamber of Commerce.
Oh my gosh, and that covers all of LA, right?
It does.
Oh my gosh, wow.
It's
That's
in
super
so
cool.
it's in like there's several categories. There's
Mhm.
like the Los Angeles base, but then it's a part of the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
So like we have outreach that extends literally nationwide.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Since putting that on my LinkedIn, I've been getting hit up by so many people all over the place.
For business, for dates, like for what?
No, mainly for outreach. They kind of want my money.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know. I get solicited on LinkedIn all the time.
Yeah, a lot, or some of them are just saying, "Hey, like I had interest in this chamber, wanted to know some more information."
Oh, that's a good way to
People
connect.
have come to me with their concerns that maybe they didn't want to voice, like individually in like a public setting.
Okay.
It's more private, to message.
Okay. That's really nice that people feel comfortable coming to you.
Yeah, it feels nice actually for myself. like,
Yeah.
knowing that now I can be that resource for a person.
Absolutely. No, and you lead. You're confident, but you also have empathy, which are really important things for a leader. So.
Yeah, thanks.
And how long have you been involved in the West Valley Warner Center Chamber?
I think I just passed my year,
Okay. And you lead the YPN, right? The Young
Yes.
Professionals Network.
Actually, tonight is our upcoming meeting.
Ooh, where's it at?
Tonight we're meeting at Corbin Bowl.
Okay.
It is just a networking. We're not bowling.
Okay.
So like we're just gonna be hanging. We did bowl last time with like giant inflatables, but not like
that's
classic
fun.
bowling.
So cool. My band plays at Corbin Bowl all the time, by the way.
Oh,
so,
in the bar area.
Yeah, in the bar area. It's all business owners, several of them who are members of our chamber, but like don't attend very many of it. Like our lead guitarist has been in our chamber for over 30 years.
Okay.
And he has a dentistry on Ventura. But
okay.
Yeah, it's so cool. But all the guys are like 70 plus, so they're like a rock and roll. Actually, you know.
I mean, that's not surprising. It is a bowling alley.
Yeah, well, and a lot of them. So Susie, she sang at his wedding. Ron Rubin, well, a lot of them go to him, actually. We all go to him. He's our dentist. So I see people from our chamber at the dentistry.
Oh, wow.
It's so cool. Yeah, I saw Ron Rubin there last time.
I mean, okay, I really like looking in chamber, other chamber businesses to find, like, what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And
Me too.
last time I looked for a dentist, I didn't see one in the chamber.
Complete Health Dentistry? Torgen Beard?
Oh.
Yeah.
I reached out to Diana instead, and she recommended a dentist that she knew.
Oh. That's awesome.
It's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many times that like I'm now looking for a business. Like, I had just gotten in an accident and like immediately looked for an auto collision.
Right. Because there's that social accountability, right? Like Google searching, it's like who knows? Like anybody can write reviews and whatnot.
Those are paid reviews.
Yes, but if it's someone in the Chamber of Commerce, you know they're dedicated to our community. I do the same thing. I've heard so many people from our chamber. Actually, Mark Sterling is working on a project for us right now. So
if someone like Mark can recommend a company,
mm-hmm.
I mean, you know that they've been around, they do good, and they're going to take care of you.
Absolutely.
It's way mm-hmm. a chamber review I feel is way more valuable than a Google review or like Ask Ange or whatever that is.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I definitely feel like the testimonials really matter. And yeah, I've met so many amazing people, so we're really lucky.
Looking forward, my breakfast shout outs coming up.
Woohoo! And wait, did I miss any awards? Were those all the recent awards?
Those are the only 2 awards that I've really gotten that like mean anything.
Okay.
That like I look at.
All right, I love it. Well, and so like building on that momentum, I know you have a really exciting announcement, right? That you shared at the Chamber Breakfast, but I want definitely for any listeners that weren't there, tell us all about what you're for.
Okay, so currently Woodland Hills and all the cities in Los Angeles have neighborhood councils.
Mm-hmm.
And Woodland Hills, where our chamber sits, had a opening for the community-based organization for Area 2.
Okay.
And I decided to run for that seat to help out both the community we're in, Woodland Hills for our chamber, and any other connections I can just help make. And it's going to be serving as a board member for the neighborhood council for the city of LA, neighborhood of Woodland Hills.
Awesome. And so what type of role, like what would you do to improve our neighborhood?
It's not going to be like what can I do to improve, but more listening to the constituents, the stakeholders, as we call them, in this neighborhood. So being a part of community events like Sean's community cleanups or the community cleanup activisms that are happening. Being a part of those, going to chamber meetings, going to the neighborhood council meetings, and seeing where I can connect those dots.
That's amazing. I love it. Well, you're definitely very connected in this.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of just putting more official to what I already do now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a title, right?
Yeah.
So how can people vote for you for neighborhood council?
The elections for this are different from like a standard government election.
Okay.
You can't go to like a polling booth. It's not an in-person voting. Mm-hmm. This is all by mail ballots.
Okay.
So you would register with lacity.gov or lacity.gov, I think it is .gov. And then once you register, you'll get a ballot in the mail. You send that back, and you can circle John Mann if you like.
Yay! John Mann for neighborhood council. Our very own chamber member. And business owner. And I love that there are so many business owners going for these really prestigious roles, because I feel like, in the past there's been a lot of people like volunteers or politicians or like things like that, but I feel like when you have that knowledge of business and how it affects our economy, and you know other intelligent business owners, it just brings this different level of credibility and also impact. So
I mean, just like the saying, you are what you eat, like you kind of are who you hang out with and associate with.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Right. And if we're hanging out with other smart business owners that are making great decisions, like I'm bound to make those same good decisions.
Absolutely.
So.
And how often does the neighborhood council meet?
They meet once a month.
Okay.
There's a bunch of committees within it, and they have their own schedules that meet probably monthly as well.
Got it.
But last night was the neighborhood council for the actual the whole.
Okay.
And we met at the local fire station here in Woodland Hills. And people from Lindsay Horvath's office come, Bob Blumenfield's office come, different other representatives that want to make announcements for the city. They come.
Okay.
And it's just really cool how people come together and hear it out and then do some voting.
And anybody can come join those? They're public forums?
They are public.
And it's when? You said it was last night, so...
It was the third Wednesday of the month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Always at the same fire station in Woodland Hills or different?
No, I haven't figured out their schedule because they made an announcement last night that it was nice to be back in person. They've been doing Zooms for a while.
Oh, I think I joined that before.
So this may have been their first back in person.
Okay.
But since I'm new coming to these events, this was only my second one attending.
Got it.
And before that, it was a committee meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. What kind of committees are there amongst the neighborhood council?
There's a homeless committee meeting.
Okay.
There's business committees.
Mm-hmm.
And there's others that I'm not sure of.
Okay, awesome. So you're gonna learn more and get involved in all of it. I love it.
As I dip one foot in, I'm kind of jumping.
That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta leap off the deep end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can fly.
Yeah, totally.
That's super cool. And so that's really exciting. So when do you find out if you officially?
Some of the important deadlines coming up, I think, are the 27th, which is the last day to register to vote.
May 27th.
May 27th.
Okay.
And then June 4th, I believe, is the last day to vote.
Okay.
And everything has to be received or postmarked by June 8th.
Okay.
Or maybe June 8th is the day that we find out who won.
Okay. All right. Amazing.
But basically, the first week of June, you got to get this in.
Okay. All right. Before June 4th.
Yeah.
By June 4th. That's the deadline. So,
yeah.
Okay. Amazing. So we definitely want to support you in that. So
thank you.
Please, chamber members, go out, vote for Jon Mann. Awesome. He's a great representation of our neighborhood.
Anyone, so in order to do this, you will have to show that you work, live, or have a community-based interest.
Okay.
In this community.
Okay.
And anyone for being a chamber member, it's very easy to have a letter. Diana or Felicia can send that out to you, showing that you're a current member with this chamber, and then that gives you access to register and sign up for Area 2.
That's awesome. Wow. And how long is the seat held
I
for?
believe it's a 2-year seat.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So really similar to a lot of.
I mean, that's a good commitment. You know,
Yeah.
it's not too long, it's not too short.
That's great.
Yeah, 1 year is nothing. 4 years is too many.
Yeah, but they get some new blood in there from time to time, right?
That they need.
Okay. Well, good to know. Well, what were some of the big things that came up in the meeting yesterday that our neighborhood is? What are the hot topics?
So LAPD in the Topanga division is starting a drone program. And I'm very interested to see what these drones look like because she said it is clearly marked as an LAPD drone.
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know if you've seen drones.
Yeah.
You can't tell what it is.
No. It didn't see the air. Yeah.
So how am I going to see a sticker that says 4 letters on it?
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Okay.
But she said some of them are up to 2 foot wide.
Okay.
And then they're just flying through the sky. And someone had a question about, is this going to record my privacy if I'm not what's the purpose of this camera?
Yeah.
So the purpose of the camera is actually when there's a 911 call, it will be directly sent from the police station to that residence that the 911 call was made from.
Oh.
And in the flight time from station to residence, there will be no recording, no looking.
Okay.
It's just flying.
Okay.
And then as it gets to the property, they'll turn on cameras and start looking for whatever was reported.
Okay.
Or just observing.
Okay. And will people still be dispatched there, or they're going to wait on the drone to?
Yeah. They're trying to increase their time of getting to arrival times.
Okay.
They had a word for it, I kind of forget. But whatever that is, they're trying to increase it from 3 minutes and less.
Okay.
And they determine that having a drone, they can get anywhere to the area within 30, 40 seconds.
Wow.
So it's really an improvement.
Okay, amazing. Any other exciting things that came up? I know some you can't share, probably, but...
Some, yeah. I mean, shouldn't share. Other ones, it's just nice to, as I'm getting involved in this group, to see people I know and be welcomed and feel that warmth within something that used to not even exist in my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So what inspired you to get involved in the community in this way?
So I've put my business in the community, and after joining the chamber, I've seen a lot of benefits, personally and business-wise, of being involved in community. So I felt this was just kind of a great next step.
That's awesome. And so how would someone work with Joint Matters?
Working with my company?
How would someone, if they have a device that needs calibration, how would that process
Give
work?
us a call.
Okay.
We're trying to implement an AI bot on our website, actually, that will also help start scheduling and bookings.
Okay.
With Michael Bowers at Heed AI.
Okay. Is he with the chamber?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. I don't think we met. That's great.
Oh, he's great. He has a lot of really good tips,
Okay.
and he helped us out with like a personalized Chat GPT robot. And
Okay.
so right now I've given that out to like our office manager, and no joke, you can ask this AI bot specific questions and it knows all about your company, all about your practices, and it will answer for you.
That's crazy.
So once we can get that onto our website, it's going to be so easy for anyone to work with us because they can literally schedule themselves.
That's great.
Not to remove our job. But.
No. But if somebody wants to speak to an actual human, I know some people like the quickness of convenience, they can still call, right?
Oh, yeah.
And have that personalized
I'm a
experience.
big fan of not having an automated call. There's no numbers to press. We don't have extensions. Like you call and Michelle answers the phone.
Excellent. I love it. Awesome. So, and your office is in Tarzana, correct?
We're in Tarzana, located off of Reseda along Burbank.
Okay.
Really close to Tarzana Medical Center.
Okay. That's convenient.
It is very convenient. When I moved offices, I was like, okay, let's move out of Canoga Park and get into an area that is more medical based. And being that this was walking distance to the hospital, I couldn't imagine a better spot.
And that's helped your business a lot, being in that location?
We have picked up probably a dozen small doctors and clinics in that area.
Wow.
We're right now starting to work with Tarzana Treatment Center as well.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thanks. Just this week, Lindsay Horvath's team, they had a tour at the hospital, and they invited me to come along with, which was really nice.
That's amazing, because you got full credibility of, hey, I'm right next door.
You get the credibility, and then I also met like the chief executive, Nick, from the hospital. So I mean, like, I could have called for days and never met this person, you know, but coming in with who I came in with, like, now he remembers at least my name.
That's excellent. And hopefully your business Joint Matters. So that's awesome.
Well, like, they're looking for a lot of community involvement.
Okay.
So I mean, I told them about my position with Woodland Hills, that my business is there, and like my interest in the community help. So they're going to be having future further events that we could be getting involved with as well.
That's amazing. It sounds like it's a win-win and everything's kind of connected together, right? For the greater good.
It is. It's making my personal life turn into like business stuff, but it's like so blended and mixed right now. Like, I'm just enjoying waking up to sleeping. Like, it's all great. How
would you advise for people that are looking to get involved in our community more? I mean, what advice would you have for them?
Come out to an event and volunteer. Volunteer for one thing, and people are going to see your personality, your desire to help, and they're going to basically reach out to you and pick you for their next event.
That's amazing.
If they don't, step it up.
Well, it's good to get involved with things that you're passionate about, right? Because then you're going to meet like-minded people who have the same core values, the same interest, and it's a great way to meet friends, I think, and also allies in your network.
I mean, when you're trying to come from an area of not knowing and like looking for what is next, there really is no answer of how to get fully involved, like how I've become over the past year. You know, you kind of just have to take one step at a time.
You just show up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you get, but the chambers definitely, you get what you put in. So I feel like my business too, the more that, and granted, I wish I could go to all of the events still as we've gotten busier. You know, my husband and business partner, Jameson, he's running restaurants a lot, or evening clients, not just restaurants, and one of us has to be home with our kids. We have 2 toddlers, so it's challenging to do some of like the evening events, and we try to be there as much as possible. But I know there's so many people that don't have those sorts of constraints, right? And I think that the more that you are able to find that childcare or just show up, it does really benefit your business?
So once you're actually involved, of like these different organizations, you can find events that are midday.
Right.
Like there's companies that have ribbon cuttings midday. You could sponsor a luncheon. You could just attend a luncheon.
Absolutely.
Next Friday there's United Nations Small Business Luncheon.
Okay.
And several members from our chamber are getting awards.
Okay. Amazing.
So like, if someone was looking for an event to go to, like you could get a single ticket for $45. You could sponsor a table and get 2 tickets for $100, and your logo will be there on a table.
That's not bad.
I mean, that's
so like
really
10
cool.
bucks more, like.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I actually signed up to do that, and then I realized after I paid and sent them my logo, I realized, oh man, we have another event that day down in Orange County.
No.
So I had to call them back right away, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but can you refund me?
Oh. So we'll miss you there, but.
You will miss me there on the 6th. Yeah.
You're so popular. No.
I have like 10 places to be.
And YPN too, so you were saying Corbin Bowl, no bowling, right? Just tomorrow
tonight will just be networking.
Tonight?
It's tonight.
Oh, tonight. Okay.
The YPN is every 3rd Thursday.
Okay.
So that's tonight, and we're doing it at Corbin Bowl because the chamber's trying to also implement a bowling tournament. And this is for everyone, your business included.
Okay.
Teams of 5.
Okay.
DM Graphics is helping with the shirt production.
Okay.
They have a cost for that. I think it's like $18.
When does that start?
I think it begins June 8th.
Okay.
So it's coming.
My husband is a really good bowler, looking to get involved in a bowling league.
Oh,
so, okay, yeah.
So this isn't a league, this is a tournament.
Or tournament, okay.
So it's going to be like 50% cut each. We'll have like, so how it's going to work is once you sign up and your business is on, everybody that's on your business gets $3 practice games until the tournament starts.
Okay.
Then once we begin, everybody will meet and we have like a one-time game everybody plays. And then starting the second game, each cycle will be loser goes.
Okay. Awesome. And do you get to pick your team, or you put anonymously on the team, or
it's you and your business. So
okay.
You would come Morale Matters, like you, your husband, your assistant, 2 others, whoever else.
Okay.
If you can't find those extra seats, we are assisting placing people.
Okay.
Because some businesses in the chamber are single people, like one of one. And there's no way
solopreneurs.
Yeah. So we're helping like place them as well.
Okay, great. So reach out to you, or who should they reach out to if they want to?
The best person for that would be reaching out to Erin from Corbin Bowl.
Okay.
If you needed her a contact, yes, you can reach out to me.
Okay. So how can people get in touch with you and your business?
Should I list out my contact info?
Sure, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's see. Our website is www.jointmatters.com. Our phone number is 323-573-0946. It was my first cell phone ever when I was a kid.
Oh, so I love it.
I love that number, and like I'll never get rid of it now.
I just got an 818 number in addition to my 559, high school number.
When I became like a real Valley resident, that's when I was like, okay, get rid of the 323. I needed an 818. Yeah, so since like 2019, I've had a cell phone that was 818, and then I made that into my business.
Oh, I love that. For the first time, our sign actually for Morale Matters is getting installed in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
And it's gonna have the 818 number. So it's the first time I think like my business cards. I figured when I would get the next batch, I got a really big batch the last time. So the next batch I'll include the 818 number, but the current ones I still have are 559. Okay. So yeah, we'll see if I get some.
Are they putting it on the building like where the ivy is?
Yes.
Do they have to cut the ivy out?
No, they're actually. We definitely don't want to cut the ivy out.
Because it looks really cool.
Yeah, the landlord really loves the ivy too, and so do all of us. It's like the Ivy building on Topeka, Metz, Yeah. But no, they're gonna install. It's gonna cost me a lot more money, but to have it on there. But they leave like a gap, and so that's longer. Post or whatever.
Okay, so it's kind of off the wall, like how this sign is.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. It's very nice. I have a sign very similar. Besides the word matters, I have a sign that's just like that in our office as well.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah.
I think it was like signs.com or something. I don't know, but
I got my own Vistaprint.
Awesome. Well, and Vistaprint is cool too. Our logo was made by Lee Levy from Next Graphics, who's in our chamber.
Okay, shout out to her.
She's been on the podcast. Yeah, I had this old logo that I made, but I think the one that she did is so much better.
When I first opened my company, since it was during COVID times, there was a program in LA that they basically helped small new businesses, and one of the things they helped with was creating a style guide. They made us a new logo and a total comprehensive from like head pages, email signatures, everything of what it should look like.
That's amazing.
And it was free.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was so nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We design those actually here at Morale Matters, and Lee does them as well. She's our graphic designer that we work with too. But yeah, their style guides, that sounds more in depth. Sometimes we just do a branding guide, which is like a one-sheeter of like the colors and the fonts and the gradients and the XYZ. But more in depth is the marketing brand guidelines. Like if we're launching a marketing program, we have a whole deck of like your brand voice and off and on brand words and things like that.
Yeah.
Because you have to communicate in the same language, and say you have somebody doing your social media and somebody that's going to the Chamber of Commerce and people that are doing, these different facets, but none of them are talking to each other and none of them are using the same language. It's very confusing for potential customers. So.
Oh, very. Like a business should have like a feel just like how a personality does, for a person.
It's your marketing brand guidelines. It's
using the same fonts, the same colors, very similar likes.
On brand words, like that elevator pitch is so much too, right? So
I mean, the on brand words are nice, but like we've used the words accuracy and precision now so many times, and I'm like, these are not normal words for my life.
I like those though.
Use accuracy in a sentence.
Choice Matters is excellent at accuracy.
That we are. What I mean?
So what's your like official elevator pitch?
We certify and calibrate measuring devices.
Awesome.
Like if I was to put in one sentence, that's what I would say we do.
Okay.
If someone says like, tell me about your business, I would say that we're an ISO accredited calibration lab, and that we do on-site and in-house repairs.
Okay.
And that we do a lot of compliance work or compliance paperwork for your regulatory needs.
Oh, to prevent you from any lawsuits, from any issues.
Yeah. There's another group we're a part of. They're not like a chamber or anything, but another group, and it's the Orange County Regulatory Authority. And so it's great because all these people are in this regulatory compliance industry that require services like ours. So like in a setting like that, we get clients left and right.
So you are helping them sleep well at night and have peace of mind that all of their machines are gonna perform with precision and accuracy.
I mean, although they want that, see, there you go, you used it, yeah. Although they want that precision and accuracy for like the betterment of their business or their company, yes. All they really want is the sticker we put on the device. Because they have an audit coming up and some inspector or an auditor is going to come in, look at all these devices and then be like, that has no sticker or that has an expired sticker. And that could even be a pitch all in itself. We help prevent audits or not prevent audits. We help you pass audits. Yeah, we help you pass an audit and prevent non-conformances.
There you go. And ensure compliance.
Yeah.
So your business can keep running as smoothly as possible.
And then like there's this other side. Once you do have an out of tolerance device, you have to do like a lot of paperwork. So we help with that. That's where the paperwork comes in to show that a device was out of tolerance, where it became out of tolerance, what did you do to repair it or adjust it back into tolerance.
So you help reduce headaches and paperwork.
Yeah. I mean, I get no headaches from it. It literally seems like the easiest task for us to do.
You help them have no headaches on it. About dealing with it because you're the pro. Yeah. That's amazing. Wow. So is there anything I missed with upcoming things that you have with Neighborhood Council?
Yeah. We did miss one thing.
Okay. Tell me.
My birthday's in a little over a month.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So are we gonna announce that? What day?
June 26th.
Okay. All right. So you'll be like the birthdays of the month at the next chamber. Okay.
I hope so. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to stand up, right?
I mean, Mark doesn't always call out birthday of the month. He normally he wants to know birthdays of the day, and it's like.
But then he has everybody stand up with it. Yeah.
Just nudge him. Make sure he calls out for the month.
Yeah. Okay.
June is a great month.
June is a great month. What are you gonna do for your birthday?
I'm not sure. I really like to travel up to like Central Coast, California.
Oh, love the area.
Anywhere above Santa Barbara, Santa Maria, Solvang. I love Solvang.
Oh, me too.
Those towns.
That's
just
awesome.
Go spend there for the weekend.
So we manage a brewery along the way. It just won a gold medal at the California Brewers Cup. It's called Wagon Wheel Brewing Company in Oxnard, and it's literally en route right off the freeway across from the collection. So you gotta come by for a complimentary beer and dessert. They use the Hanson's ice cream.
Okay.
Do you know that company?
No.
So it was based in McConnell's.
Oh, I know that one.
Sorry, McConnell's.
Okay.
His is the cookie.
Wait, isn't it custard? Like frozen custard?
It's vanilla ice cream that we use. They've
Okay.
got all but they have custard.
Okay,
also.
that's what I've got. That's what I've had from a McConnell's.
Yeah, and they have like a line outside, and it's all like Central Coast based.
Mhm.
But we actually serve it free. And for your birthday, you get like a ice cream cookie sandwich with McConnell's ice cream in the middle.
I'm
So
there.
that and beer.
When do they open?
Yeah, 12 to 9, 7 days a week.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, so that should be your stop along the way.
I used to, like, when I was younger, I would always, like, try to figure out, okay, it's my birthday today. What can I get for free?
Oh my god, I know. Catalina used to be the awesomest place for your... Did you ever go to Catalina Island?
Oh,
for
yeah.
your birthday?
I have.
Mhm.
I went there during COVID times, and I'm still saving it because the Catalina Hotel, like that main hotel on the island, we stayed in that hotel for my birthday, and then they give you a gift certificate to go downstairs and eat. Well, since it was COVID time, nothing was open.
Ah.
So I go out there because I like to scuba dive, and it's like literally the best place close to home to scuba dive. And like when you're out there at Casino Point, like you might as well just stay the night.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now I've had this gift certificate for like 3 years, and I'm like,
It doesn't expire, does it?
It does not have an expiration date on it.
Yes. Love that.
But so yesterday I used a year-old gift card
Okay.
that I got from a chamber event from the mall, and it was to the free car wash.
Okay.
When I took the car in and I gave them the gift certificate, he's like, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. And I'm just thinking like, oh wow, am I gonna have to pay for this now?
Was it at Red Carpet or?
No, it was like the one that's like outside of like the Nordstrom, the lower food court area.
Yeah, that's the Red Carpet.
No, not the red. That's on like the corner. This is the one that's like inside the mall.
Oh, I know it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't remember.
I wish I got a free one.
Well, they had like a spin the wheel contest.
Oh, all right.
It was at the Jaguar Food and Wine.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
That's Steve Hornstein's event.
They had like a spin the wheel, and it was from Topanga Social.
Okay. So hopefully they'll have come back this year.
I hope they do. I also really want to go to Topanga Social for a YPN meeting. If you're listening,
yes.
we would love to be there.
That would be super fun. They did have a mixer there once. It wasn't YPN, but the chamber did a big mixer.
Yes.
Were you there?
I was there for that. And we got like a lanyard, and you got to go around and try a bunch of foods.
And there was like margaritas and stuff. Yeah, I know. Don't they do like Margarita Monday or something? Or margaritas? Maybe there's some margarita deal during the week.
They should, because one of those bars there is purely margaritas.
Yes.
The one at like the end by the stairs. If that's all they do, like.
So we went actually for lunch. And it was like, let's take an easy day because we've been working like 12 to 16-hour days nonstop. So yes, we did go have margarita, but they were closed, so we had to go to the other bar. Like it doesn't open until later. So.
I mean, if you want a margarita that bad and it's closed, like just go to Chili's.
I used to work at Chili's once in a blue moon. And you're right, the Presidente margarita is great.
2 of my friends really like going to Chili's, and one of them, he's from South America. Like I think he's from Brazil, and like down there, like literally Chili's is like the place to go to. Like
really,
it is fancy, high-end, like nice eatery.
Interesting. That's wow. All right.
He knows all the Chili's around here. When the menu changes, he gets upset.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm like kind of hungry for Chili's.
I mean, who doesn't want their chips any time of day?
I know.
They're like paper thin and delicious.
I know. Those are so good. You know who has great lunch deals is Fogo de Chão.
They do.
Yes.
Okay, if we're gonna rep business names from our chamber, I would rather go to Blai Thai.
Oh, Blai Thai is amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thai and soul food.
Soul food. Do you ever go to Les Tres Sisters? Up in they're not a chamber member.
No.
I wish they were. They're up in Chatsworth, like on Mason and Devonshire, I think.
Okay.
Really, really good food.
Okay. What kind of food is that?
Soul food.
Oh, soul food. Okay.
Yeah, like Louisiana-based, Creole-based.
Yeah.
Catfish. Everything's homemade. Like those 3 sisters are amazing.
And it's Les Tres Sisters?
Les Tres Sisters.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, we're gonna go for a lunch break. So Instagram, I love it. Oh, and can listeners find Joint Matters or you on Instagram or socials or Facebook or like?
Of course. In this year, everyone has it. Our business is Joint Matters. Masters of Metrology is one of our taglines.
Okay.
I am Jon is the man. I recently changed my name, so.
That's cool. Any
Before-
like hyphens or anything, or just Jon is the man?
Just Jon is the man.
Okay. I love it. Mann, M-A-N-N?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jon, no H.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Jon is the M-A-N-N, man.
Yeah.
Love it. Awesome. Well, we're definitely rooting for you for Neighborhood Council.
Thank you very much.
We love supporting your business at Joint Matters too, and thank you so much for all that you do for the community.
You're very welcome.
You've been an awesome host or guest. I'm the host.
We can switch
No.
this.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming in today. We really appreciate you and all you're doing for the community.
Thanks for having me. I love your show.
Yay! Thanks again, Valley Biz listeners, for tuning in. Again, this is Danielle Roy with Morale Matters and the West Valley Warner Center Chamber of Commerce. Our guest today, look, I did it again, Jon Joint Matters. Make sure and vote for him for Neighborhood Council prior to June 4th. Keep watching us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you get your podcast, and keep on buzzing, listeners.
Thanks. Bye.
And then